Welcome everybody, and today we're taking a look at a 4K limited edition release from Vision's Home Video. Now we looked at one of their releases back in June with the Sliver 4K Steelbook, and today we're taking a look at 2016's Hunt for the Wilderpeople. So this is celebrating its 10th anniversary, as shown on the cover there. And yeah, this is directed by Taika Waititi, who also did What We Do in the Shadows a couple of years before this, which is a rather funny film. Then he went on to do Jojo Rabbit and two of the MCU 4 films. And yeah, this is an adventure comedy clocking in at 101 minutes long. And yeah, had a budget of only $2.5 million, but at the box office returned 23.2 million. And when you exclude international co-productions in New Zealand, you know, like the Lord of the Rings films, for instance, this is actually the highest grossing New Zealand film ever, because it was only ever made in New Zealand by New Zealand production companies. So yeah, we do also have in this cast the likes of Sam Neill, who unfortunately passed away earlier last month. Seen 23 other films from him, several of which I've only recently watched in light of his death, given I clearly hadn't seen a huge amount of his filmography. But yeah, all-time favourite films include the likes of Dead Calm, The Hunt for Red October, In the Mouth of Madness, Event Horizon, Possession, Sleeping Dogs, and of course Jurassic Park. Then you've also got Julian Dennison in this, who was also in the likes of Deadpool 2, which is my favourite of those Deadpool films, as well as Godzilla vs. Kong and Y2K. Then you got Rima Towiata, who was in Housebound, which is a really rather fun New Zealand comedy horror. And finally got Rachel House, who was in likes of Baby Done, Soul, and Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. So Ricky is a defiant young city kid who finds himself on the run with his cantankerous foster uncle in the wild New Zealand bush. A national manhunt subsequently ensues, and the two are forced to put aside their differences and work together to survive. So this, quite frankly, beautifully blends its genres with the excellent setting, as New Zealand obviously has an absolutely incredible array of locales to choose from, which is one reason why the Lord of the Rings films were shot there, is because it has such a gorgeous looking landscape to it, which this fully exploits, and also the on point script, which near perfectly balances the comedic moments, of which there are many, with the heartfelt and emotional parts. The two lead performances by Sam Neill and Julian Dennison are also fantastic, thanks not only to the script, but also thanks to their infectious chemistry. The supporting cast is also good, it is well shot. I really rather like the score and soundtrack. It's an engrossing effort throughout, and though it is a tad cliched and predictable in parts, there were quite frankly tiny flaws in an otherwise perfect film. So yeah, this gets a 4.5 out of 5 from me. It's always been one of my favourites from Sam Neill, because I did see it only about a year after it released. But it was great to see that this not was only getting a 10th anniversary release, but my local cinema also released this to celebrate its 10th anniversary as well. So not only did I get the chance to see it at the cinema for the first time, which was an absolutely amazing experience, but now I also get to own it for the first time as well, thanks to Vision's Home Video. So yeah, they've done a really nice job with this. I like the new artwork that it's got going on. Doesn't say who's done it, unfortunately, so it's probably just in-house from them personally, rather than hiring someone to do it, like we see with many a Blu-ray boutique label. We also get the film itself, which, like I said, is on 4K. And even though I didn't fully watch it, given I've recently seen it at the cinema, I did give it a quick go through, and yeah, it looks pretty damn good. Although obviously, with it being a new film, there's really not much that's going to go wrong in terms of a 4K release, quite frankly. Um, but yeah, it is a in English language soundtrack with English subtitles for deaf and hard of hearing, color of course, 239:1 aspect ratio, and you also have a couple of audio options. You've got a 5.1 DTS HD master audio and a 2.0 stereo LPCM audio as well. And being 4K, it is a region free, which is nice to see. So yeah, then we also have a couple of physical extras outside of the slipcover with the new artwork on it. We have some art cards, which I'll unwrap now. So yeah, these are all, apart from one of them, these are all behind the scenes shots. So there we've got several of the cast members together. Then we've got Taika Waititi there, and our two leads. having a little bit of fun in the background, behind the scenes there. And then finally, Julian Dennison on the set as his character. We also get a poster with this release as well. Now, I do believe we got one with Sliver as well, but this looks like a fairly substantial one. It's double-sided, so we get the new artwork on the one side. It's on really rather nice thick paper as well. And then we get the one of the original posters as well on the reverse. So yeah, really nicely done in that regard. And then on top of all of that, we get some extras on the disc itself. So we've got a 10th anniversary Q&A. So that was probably done, well, undoubtedly done before Sam Neill unfortunately passed away. So that would be one of the last things that he actually filmed for an extra, I imagine. Although he does have several other films coming out still. One called, I think it's called The Fox, which actually looks like a pretty funny one, in fact. And then he got a commentary with Taika Waititi and Sam Neill and Julian Dennison, a making of featurette and bloopers. So yeah, all in all, a fairly comprehensive release, to be honest, especially from a boutique label that, like I said, I haven't bought much from before. I've only had one of their releases before, I believe, with Sliver. So yeah, it's really excellent that they are continuing to knock it out of the park with the quality of the physical extras, but also the quality of the disc as well, and also even giving us new artwork, much like they did with Sliver on its steelbook. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely keep my eye out for future releases from Vision's home video. But yeah, the film itself is excellent. Like I said, 4.5 out of 5. Easily one of my favourites from Sam Neill. And yeah, it was really rather quite emotional to see it on the big screen for the first time in light of his unfortunate death. So yeah, I do highly recommend seeing it if you haven't already. But if you have seen Hunt for the Wilderpeople before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.